Good morning. Happy Monday, Algebra 2 Honors. Miss you guys. I've got a bunch of emails and questions about phase shifts and things like that. So I quickly wanted to make a quick little video just to help you out. Things we need to know. Sine is a hill, then a valley. Sine hits the x-axis 3 times. 0, 180, 360. Right? At 90, it's at 1. At 270, it's at -1. If it's negative sine, it just flips upside down. So now it's a valley hill. Cosine hits twice at 90 and 270. So it starts high, 0, low, 0, high. It looks like a valley. If it's negative cosine, it just flips straight up and down. Tangent is this funky looking one. What's good about tangent? There's no amplitude, there's no frequency. That's tangent. Never changes. All right, so general equation. All right, A is your amplitude. How high up and down you're going from the baseline. B is your frequency. Number of cycles in 360, or since we are in trig, 2 pi. Right? C is your horizontal phase shift. Opposite of whatever the sign is. So plus C, I'm going to move it left C units. That was minus C, I'm going to move it right. D is your vert phase shift. If it's plus 70, just move it up 70. That's your baseline. That's where we start if it has one, that's our baseline or midline. Every teacher calls it something different. I forgot what the guy on Khan Academy calls it, but that's where we start. If there's nothing there, there's no plus or minus, we start at 0. So watch, let's just do one. Y equals, let's see, 3 sine, 2x plus 8 in parentheses plus, say, 40. So amplitude. So always make a little table. 3. I'm going up and down 3. Where am I going up and down 3 from? Baseline 40. So I know my graph, if that's 40, I'm going oscillating up and down 3 from that. So the highest I'm going to get is 43, lowest is 37. Right, so I know it's positive, so it's going to keep looking like that. Kind of looks like a heartbeat. All right, now here's the tricky part. This one right here, frequency, when it's like that. To find the frequency, the number in front of the x must be 1. If it's not, guess what we have to do? Factor. Pull out a 2. X plus 4. Now look at that. My frequency is 2. That means there's 2 cycles in 360. To find your period is how long it takes to do 1. You take 2 pi and divide it by the frequency. So 2 pi divided by 2 is pi. So I know I'm going to see one of these hills and valleys every 180 degrees. Okay? Let's see. Vert phase shift. Oh, we talked about 40. So let's go back to this. Horizontal phase shift is I'm going to move it left 4. So what I would do is go 3 sine 2, say x plus 4 to get all those, and then just take all those points and just move them over 4. More precise, I just made this one up. This would probably be like 90 degrees or something like that. So you just move them all over a certain unit, 90, because it's really, we're moving it over 4 and we're going by 180s, it's really not going to match. I should have thought of a better question, but the Mountain Dew hasn't sunk in yet. But say like if I had, say this was pi, I would take all these points and move them over pi units. Or pi over 2. Move them over 90 degrees. So this point would now be here. This one would be here. And it would just change the graph a little bit. So that's pretty much the thing. I know phase shift was the big one, but just make sure what's in front of your x is 1. Factor it out. Right? And that should help you. Remember, frequency is that number in front of the x after you factored it out. Your period is 2 pi divided by that number. So if it was a number and you said 2 pi divided by 5 pi, and then 2/5, so then we're going to move it. It takes 2/5 of whatever the unit is to complete a certain one. I missed you guys. Hope all is well. Stay safe. If you got any questions, please, again, email me. Put it up on Teams, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Yeah, stay safe. Peace out.